Hi, I'm Annika Johnsons from Al Johnson's in Sister Bay. I hope you enjoy my new video series called Door County Girl. These are stories of my life, the people and places that I love, and of course how we all survive here in northern Wisconsin. You can come back as often as you like, but don't forget to subscribe to Al's YouTube channel. I'll be posting lots of really cool new videos. So let's go! For another episode of Door County Girl, and I'm going to say, hey på dig, min bror Rolf.
Hey, min, I don't even know what sister is.
Sister.
Is it?
I don't know.
Sis?
Sister, and then you can say my name, because that's Swedish.
And you say like Dad said it, Annika.
Yes, that's how we say it. So today, I always wondered why Rolf was always late in the kitchen, always without tomato stuff out all the time. And he goes, I gotta make the Bloody Mary mix. So we're making some Bloody Marys today.
Yeah, we're gonna make a smaller version of the one that we make at the Stabbur. When I say small, I mean the batch. This is the mix before it gets the vodka. However, normally I make about 35 gallons of this at one step.
Yeah, you usually don't make a little one like this.
Yeah, 35 gallons. Envision it's 7 pickle buckets full. And that's once a week.
Once a week, except for Fall Fest, and then you have to double up.
Yeah, and you know, here's another interesting tidbit. I will say the first Bloody Mary that we had at Al's was by Pete D'Amico.
Really?
I think he had the first drink served at the Stabbur.
That he was the first customer?
I believe he was. I know he was the first Bloody Mary mixed drink for Stabbur.
What did he think?
But I also think he was the first customer we served.
Oh, that's a good bit of little trivia.
Yeah, one day it'll be on.
Did he like the Bloody Mary?
I assume so.
Ooh,
Unless he was polite and told me he did. But
yeah.
Anyhow.
You should know he's Italian.
Okay, so normally, like I say, with institutional size cans I get, but what we did is we measured everything out to the best of my guess. And we're going to start out with, this is 8 ounces of stewed tomatoes and 8 ounces of diced tomatoes. And that just goes into a great big pot.
How come you use both? Like, why don't you
because
just use one?
I like the little bit of green pepper and the extra spices that the stewed tomatoes have in it. And then I take some tomato sauce, about 8 ounces of that.
Okay.
And then we're going to add some tomato juice.
Any old tomato juice?
Yeah, you know, I typically use the brand at Sacramento, but if I was at home, I would probably use Spicy V8.
Yeah, I was going to say that might be good.
But I do know that Freddie he can't eat carrots.
Oh,
so I would never make it at work because
V8,
he's our main chef. He's the head honcho. He's the big cheese.
He's the big wig that doesn't like to be on camera.
But if I make something, he does. Yeah, he's got a slight allergy to carrots. So
yeah.
Well,
I don't even think he can be in the kitchen.
If we have to have cut carrots, he usually vacates and then he asks somebody else to do it. So in here I got some paprika, some crushed red pepper, and some chili powder.
And don't panic, everyone. You can get this recipe online. So don't get your pencil out right now and say, "Oh my God, I missed that."
Yeah, and I didn't get the measurements. And this is some chopped garlic. Let's try to get all that out of there.
Just use your finger.
And then we got some brown sugar. And then we have some dill, which really sets ours apart. Now you can use fresh dill, but I think dried dill is much more potent. It kicks a lot more flavor, but I think a fresh dill sprig in the end would be a nice touch.
Yeah, would look good.
Black pepper you can adjust to taste later on.
And people can always add, like if they want more pepper in their Bloody Marys or if they want a little more hot sauce, so you can put that in the end. I'm always a firm believer that like soup, I hate when people make salty soup.
Yeah, salt especially.
You should always be able to put your own salt in the soup.
I used to make the soup and then Dad would taste it and he goes, "What, did you put salt in?" I said, "I put salt in." He goes, "What, did you pass the bottle over it?"
Yeah.
He goes, "I can't taste anything."
He likes it extra
he liked
salty.
it salt.
I don't like that. Yeah.
So then the Tabasco, I'm going to go half the amount because like you said, you can always add.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I would put a lot more Tabasco in
Not
there.
everybody likes spicy food like us.
And the other thing I forgot, sometimes I add a red onion to it, but I didn't have one today, so I grabbed a white. And this is just to be diced up a little bit, and it's going to get ground up inside of here anyway. So maybe about a tablespoon of chopped onion. And that's about it. And then we're going to use the immersion blender.
Stand back.
Well, you've seen the one I use at work.
Yes.
I look like the Terminator coming down. It fits in a large 35-gallon pot. So.
I love those things.
These things are handy.
I can make smoothies out of it at home.
And a little bit of tidbit information too. How this became is on Sundays we've always made our tomato dill soup. And it's actually called spicy tomato dill, but I don't think it's terribly spicy. Every Sunday we serve that. And then on a slow day, our first bar manager, Michael Termini, who went on to other things eventually, he actually sells us our liqueur and wines now. But when he was our first bar manager, he says, I got a great idea for a Bloody Mary. And I said, what's that? And he said, take some of that soup next time you make it. So we did that. Well, unfortunately, in the soup, I've got flour. Oh. So people would ask, is this Bloody Mary gluten-free? And I have to say, no, it isn't. So then what I started doing is I'd make the whole batch of soup, and I would just leave everything, the flour out, and put everything else but that in. And then I would separate it, and I'd puree this part of it, so I'd have this ready to go, and then I would just finish making the soup. So it really became a way to kill two birds with one stone, so to speak. Now
Does Mike know that you still use the recipe today?
Oh yeah, I believe so. Yeah, it was actually, like I say, it was his idea.
He has some crafty employees.
And then of course,
it smells really good. I can smell it.
And then of course, Kit gave it the name Rolf's Bloody Mary.
Whoa.
So you could run this now through a strainer if you wanted to. I don't think it's necessary, but I do think we should put
it's good to have a little bit of texture in there.
We do. Did I get you?
Keep it in the bowl, Rolf.
We do need a little extra liquid in there. So we'll put a half a cup of water in there.
I'm the cleaner.
So what you don't want to do is you don't want to get one of those hot pepper seeds all by itself.
Oh no.
That would make it a little on the spicy side. And that's pretty much all there is to it. I was going to get a spoon and give it a little dip test.
Looking good. Looks like a spaghetti sauce.
It does, but much, much thinner, obviously. I think we're there.
Awesome.
So now, if you happen to have a couple of iced glasses anywhere nearby.
We do have some. Right, one for you, one for me.
We could take a little shot of vodka in there.
Ooh, we got a little vodka. How much vodka would you like?
Give it a go.
Annika just wants a tiny bit. Rolf's gonna have a big old Swede shot.
There we go.
There we go.
All right, so let's get ourselves a couple of long spoons. Give these a stir.
Yum.
You wouldn't happen to have a couple of garnishes there, would you?
I do have some more, but I think I need a little more in mine. You're chinsing me. There we go. You get the one without...
Without the beef stick.
The beef stick. And you get a pickle. Because pickles
Toss it right in there.
And Annika has a beef stick. And a pickle.
I'll give that a stir. And
all right.
see how we did with the downsized version.
Skull. I got to get where I can get a sip.
Personally, I could use a little more dill, but it's a tasty drink.
Personally, I'm not a big dill lover.
You think I nailed it?
Because remember we talked about that.
Oh, yeah.
Mom over-dilled us when we were kids. But anyhow, this is so good. It's the perfect spicy for someone that doesn't like too spicy. But I like spicy, and I would probably want it
Just a tad
a little
more.
bit more. And I could always use Texas Pete
Or a little Tabasco or Tapatillas.
You can always come to the Stabbur, everybody, next to Al Johnson's, and have our Bloody Mary. It is delicious. We're open at 10 a.m.
Yep, open till 11 o'clock at night. We got
So if you're
entertainment
waiting
on
for a
weekends.
table and
Yep.
you have nothing better to do, you come on over and we'll have a nice little Bloody Mary like this waiting for you because it's delicious. It's like breakfast.
It is.
With
and,
a little vodka.
And you have a little snack on top, too.
And a little snack. And we don't overdo it like those clubhouses and BLTs that are stashed on there.
That's for lunch for
we don't want
later.
to ruin your breakfast at Al's. You know.
All right.
Well,
Again, Skull.
Skull. And you can get this recipe online.
Yep, Door County Girl.
Yep,
Check it out. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yep. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Door County Girl, everybody. And Rolf and I are going to enjoy our Bloody Marys.
Let's finish these up.
Yeah. Bottoms up. I'm going to have to get my snack out of here.
See, now, if you made too much, you could always turn this into soup later on. Just add a little thickening agent to it, and you have yourself a nice tomato dill soup.
Oh, yeah, that's true. A little Clemens sausage here. Isn't that what they serve at the brewer games?
I believe so.
Thanks for watching Door County Girl. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you next time.